In this video, I'll be sharing with you why you should be worried about the temporary suspension of the priority and super priority visa application for student and work visa into the UK from Nigeria. If you think this will interest you, stay tuned to the end of the video. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Daniel. I'm an international student in the United Kingdom and I share videos on how to relocate abroad. So if this is the first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please click on the red subscribe button below and also click on the notification bell so you can get updates whenever I upload videos on this YouTube channel. And for my 10 subscribers, thank you guys for the love. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and for sharing my videos and for being a part of this growing family. I really do appreciate you guys. It's no longer news that currently the UK government has decided to put a temporary stop or suspend the priority and super priority visa application for both students and work visa into the UK. And basically this is as a result of the need for them to prioritize the Ukraine family scheme that has been introduced. So at the moment, I'm going to also display this on the screen. So if you are just learning about this, you can actually read through also. So the United Kingdom Embassy in Nigeria has announced a temporary suspension of study visa, work visa, and family visa application as priority is now being placed on application made under the Ukraine family scheme. So now what does this mean basically is that at the moment there's a temporary suspension of the issuance of study, work, and family visa applications to Nigeria. Now this doesn't mean that the application is being stopped. However, you won't be able to access the priority and super priority application visa application to move into the UK. Now in this video, I'm going to ensure I try to be as balanced as possible. I'm going to tell you the reason why you should be worried about this update, and I'm also going to give you the reason why this update is actually a plus to people seeking to apply for visa, either the student visa or the work visa into the UK in 2022. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned to the end of the video as I'll be sharing with you why you should be worried and why you shouldn't be worried about this current update. Now for those who don't know, the priority visa application helps you to boycott the standard the waiting period for the standard visa application. It means that instead of waiting for about 15 working days, which is exactly 3 weeks to get your visa issued, you can actually get a visa issued within 3 to 5 working days if you put in for the priority visa. And if you are probably super should I say you're in haste of getting your visa decision, you can also put in for the super priority visa, which is just you're going to get a decision on your visa application in 1 day. Now the fact that because of the current situation in Ukraine, now the UK government introduced the Ukrainian family scheme, which is should I say an immigration process that was developed to help people migrate from the from Ukraine down to the UK. So basically it's just for them to be able to help, contribute to the issue currently happening in Ukraine. Now, so if you're applying for a student visa or a work visa from Nigeria, as at when I'm making this video, March 19th, from March 15th, it means that you're not going to be able to access the priority and super priority visa. Now, why do you need to be worried about this? Is because of the process, especially for international students. Now, consider the process of you getting admission, going through payment of deposits, and building statements, account statements, and all of that. Now it means that the reason why you should be worried is if you don't start your application on time, then you're definitely probably going to enter into the UK 2 months or a month after your program has started because of the delay that is going to come into action based on this temporary suspension. Now it means that instead of waiting for let's say for instance you've got no plans of doing the priority visa and you plan going for the standard application, you're expected to wait for 15 working days initially. Now with the current suspension of the scheme, that means you will be waiting for you'll be waiting between 4 to 6 weeks before you get the decision on your visa application. And trust me guys, that's a lot of waiting. Now it means that you have to ensure that you apply for your visa early enough. That's one of the things you need to be worried about. That means, and for international students coming to the UK, you're not just worried about applying for visa. You need to have built your account statement for 28 days. So the reason you need to be worried about this update is now hopefully before especially for people coming in May, it means you need to be fast with your application process. But if you're coming in September, hopefully the suspension would have been lifted before the September intake will start their whole visa processing. But as of today, it means that you need to wait between 4 to 6 weeks for your visa application, which it might be longer than that. So it means that most people coming into the UK for the May intake might eventually, come into the UK to start a program probably after a month if they don't start the application on time. So if you're coming in for the May intake, then you need to start, you need to be rounding off building your account statement as of now, so that you can apply for your visa as early as first week of April, so that you can meet up with your program starting in May. If not, you might end up coming in weeks after your program has started. So it's very important for you to ensure that if you're planning to come into the UK in September and there's and if there's a probability of this suspension still in place, then you might want to start applying for your admission now. Start building your account statement, because according to the UK immigration rule, you're allowed to apply for your visa 3 months before the start of your program. So, and personally, I advise people, if you're coming to the UK for a program, I think that's one of the, I won't use the word mistake, I'll just say that's one of the information I didn't have access to before I came into the UK. Now, I advise people coming to the UK to ensure, because according to the immigration rule, you're allowed to come into the UK 1 month before your program starts. So I advise people, if it's possible, if you've got nothing to to hold you back in your own country, it is more advisable for you to enter into the UK at least 3 weeks or a month before your program starts, so that you spend the first 3 weeks trying to balance yourself in the UK before your program starts. But majority of us, I personally came into the UK 2 days before my program started. So my first 1 month, 2 months, I was still struggling and trying to balance in the new environment I found myself. So if you're coming to the UK, I always advise try and come early. Now with this suspension now, and I was even able to come in 2 days before my program started, because I filed, or I pulled in for the priority application. So I got my decision in 5 working days. So imagine I was going for the standard application, which would have taken 15 working days. I probably would have gotten to the UK like a month after my program started. Now to come to the fact that there's now a suspension on this priority and super priority, and the standard is now going to take longer time. So it means if I was applying for my visa now with the current rule, or should I say with the current regulation, it means I'll probably come into the UK 2 months after my program had started already. So it's very important that with this suspension, we don't know if the suspension will be lifted before the September intake application process. But personally, I would advise you start your application process. If you're planning to apply for cars, planning to apply for, trying to build account statements, ensure that you have like a map you're going to work with to make sure that you don't end up spending months or weeks in your home country instead of being the UK for the beginning of your program. So these are things that you actually need to be worried about, because if you don't ensure you start your application process on time, you might end up not getting to the UK quickly. Now, the advantage of this particular suspension is just the fact that it will push people to actually get their process done. Now, the truth is, this will only majorly affect people coming to the UK as international students or on the work visa, because obviously you're coming in you're coming in for a program that starts in a particular time, and your university, they're actually obviously not going to put a stop to the program because some students are still back in their home country. And currently most of the classes in the UK are now physical. Like I just started a new semester last 3 weeks, and it's like compulsory. There's no, initially the previous semester you can choose to either come for the physical class or join online, but now it's basically online, so you can't even join any class. It's basically physical classes. You can't even join any classes online. So imagine being in your home country for 4 weeks while classes had already started, and probably need to start doing a lot of cashing up and all of that. So it's very important to ensure that you start your application early enough with this whole immigration and suspension of the priority and super priority visa application. Now most people who come in with the work visa don't really actually apply for the priority or super priority, because obviously they're coming in to start work. So you wouldn't even mind staying back for a while, with visa delay, and still get paid for from your employer. So that, by the way. And also, The UK government also mentioned the fact that, you know, priority might be given to people coming in based on a particular illness, or you're coming in for a medical checkup. Now, this is not like a generalized rule that is gonna be applicable to anyone. So when you file in your application and you indicate that it's actually an emergency or an urgent situation, the UK embassy will sit and, you know, ascertain if your application is actually an emergency. If it's not, then it has to go back to the standard application, while they, you know, they continue giving priority to people coming into the UK under the Ukrainian family scheme. So it's very important for you to know this information. You know, people have been sending me emails and messages saying, "Oh, this information, people, the UK government has not suspended application. What they've suspended is just the priority and super priority visa application. So students and skilled workers are still applying for visa. However, you need to apply for, you only allowed to apply for the standard visa application, which now takes between 4 to 6 weeks, which is a lot of time, to be honest. So if you're planning to come into the UK anytime soon, then you need to push in your application out there. You need to start your application as soon as possible. Leave like a timeline, especially for people coming in from Nigeria, that you need to queue and wait for your forms A, you know, for your payment of deposits. You need to, you know, put that delay into your plans so you don't get stuck and, you know, wait endlessly. You know, I actually can apply, you know, the standard. The reason why I actually didn't apply for the standard visa application was because I couldn't imagine waiting for so long for that decision. I probably would just get sick. Even the 5 working days that I had to wait, I almost, you know, had a lot of thoughts running through my mind, and it wasn't easy. So imagine now waiting for 4 to 6 weeks on the decision of application. It's going to be a lot, but what can we do? We just have to live with it for now, while, you know, the whole issue in Ukraine is being sorted, and you know, the temporary suspension is being lifted. So if you've got like an opinion on what I've shared in this video, please state in the comment section. I'll try and reply as soon as I can. And if you've got further questions, please also state in the comment section. I'll try to respond as soon as I can. So thank you guys for watching this video. This will be the end of this video, and if you think you find this video resourceful, please click on the like button, state your questions in the comment section. And if this is the first time of watching my video, please click on the red subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get notification when I make videos or upload videos, new videos on this YouTube channel. And I've got amazing content that you can always check out. For my 10 subscribers, thank you guys for the love. I really do appreciate you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.